So shall we start? Or still we need to waiting for participants?
No, we can start.
Start, am I right?
Yes.
Hello all. Welcome to the presentation. So today, thanks for joining us today with along with Stayava.dev. And the topic of today is starting a cloud journey with Alibaba Cloud. So it is presented by me, Maheshwara Kumar Muthuswamy, an Alibaba Cloud associate, having 18 plus years of experience in IT industry, and especially in cloud for almost 5-6 years actually, right? So with this introduction, let me go ahead and start the presentation. So next we are moving on to the journey here. So the journey starts with introduction to cloud computing services, cloud computing deployment models, Alibaba Cloud Global Infrastructure, and Alibaba Cloud Pricing Model, and Alibaba Cloud Products, Alibaba Cloud Academy, Cloud account, and this explaining about the certification and these things. Okay. So Suraj, is it like recorded?
Yes, we are recording it.
Oh, so next, okay. Next we are. So first of all, participants, we move to what is introduction to cloud computing. Cloud computing is the delivery of on-demand computing resources, including servers, databases, storage, platforms, infrastructure, and applications, and etc. over the internet. See, for example, cloud computing is nothing but, see, we are working in a system actually, a PC or a laptop. So you are seeing the system, am I right? You are seeing the PC, you are seeing the laptop. So suppose you are working in a system where you cannot able to see it, it is somewhere remotely it is there. So that is cloud computing actually, okay? You are working in a server, it is hosted remotely. You are working in a database, you are working in a storage, you are working in a platform, you are working in an infrastructure, you are working in an application which is hosted remotely, which we cannot able to see where it is hosted actually. So cloud computing is the delivery of on-demand computing resources. So cloud computing gives you the delivery of computing resources. It gives you server, database, storage, platform, infrastructure, and applications. Through how it is given? Through the internet actually. Through using internet, you can access all these servers, databases, storage platforms, infrastructure actually. So this is the small introduction about cloud computing. For example, cloud computing uses pay-as-you-go model actually, right? So if you start actually play cloud computing is like living in a rented house. It's not buying a new house. For example, if you want to do a project, means if you want to buy a house, you may it may cost you 15-25 lakhs. But if you want to rent a house monthly, the rent is like almost 10,000 rupees only. So cloud computing gives you resources based on subscription. Whichever time period of time you are going to use the resources, service, databases, you pay for it, and after once your use is over, you don't have to pay for it. Okay, simply like a rented house. You rent it for a particular period of time. After your use is over, you don't have no longer access to it actually. Okay, this is what cloud computing. So below you can see the pictorial representation of the cloud computing model actually. Okay, you have cloud computing and you have the other private public. We come down in the below slides. We can see connected to servers, storage, mobile applications, and databases actually. This is the cloud computing. So let's see what are the advantages of cloud computing. Cloud computing advantages: cost efficiency, total cost of ownership, upfront cost for starting a business is reduced actually. So if you want to start a business, you have to invest a lot of money, am I right? Using cloud computing, this cost is overall reduced actually. How? Suppose if you want to do a project, if you want to buy a system, it may cost you 50,000 rupees for buy a laptop or a thing. But if you go for cloud computing, you just need to simply have an account actually, a URL and the username and password for it, and you can access n number of EC2 machines, servers, and everything. You don't have to actually buy it. You are renting it for a period of time actually. Okay. Since you are not buying it, you are just renting it. For example, if you want to do a project for 6 months, you are using 15, 20, 25 computers. You just pay for rent for 25 computers for 6 months period of time and complete your project. You don't have to purchase the computer actually. Okay. By this way, and starting a business is overall, the cost is overall reduced actually. And scalability and speed. Scale the resources in and out. What do you mean by scale the resources in and out is, for example, if you during peak times in the sense like during festive occasions like Christmas and other international like Christmas, long weekends and other things actually, and in Ramzan and in Indian festivals like Diwali, you have peak sales actually during the weekend. So in that case, number of resources will be scaled up actually, scaled out in the sense, for example, if millions of users are buying from an online site, the request will go to millions of computers. So cloud computing will spin up lot of machines to you actually. But once after the sale period is over, it will be scaled in actually. It means like the number of computers will be reduced. So by this way, you can scale out and scale in. This is what scale out and scale in thing actually. Okay. And unlimited storage space. Storage space can be reduced and increased based on need. Depending on your need, cloud computing will give you a lot of storage space. And if you don't want a lot of storage, then it can be reduced also actually. Okay. And backup and recovery. Backup means if you are not taking a backup of it, sometimes suppose if the system crashes, you won't get the code of the system crashes, you won't get your data stored up actually. Okay. In this way, you are storing your files as a backup and you can recover at any time. You can taking a snapshot of it actually. Okay. And go global in minutes. Create and deploy application within minutes actually. You can go global in minutes in the sense, suppose like if you want to build a website, previously it is a lot of time consuming task, lot of resources are needed. But once after the cloud computing came, it is like the time to create and deploy an application, means create a website, is overall reduced actually. Within few minutes, you can create an application, to create a website, and you can go global actually. These are all the advantages of cloud computing: cost efficiency, scalability and speed, unlimited storage space, backup and recovery, go global in minutes actually. Okay. So these are the advantages of cloud computing. So next we move on to, so hope you both understood both the slides. What is cloud computing and what are the advantages of cloud computing? Let's move on to the next slide. So what is a virtual machine? Virtual machine is also called a guest machine. It's a software simulation of a hardware platform that provides a virtual operating environment for guest operating systems actually. Okay. Virtual machine is nothing but it is a guest machine. If you have a traditional computer, you have an underlying software installed and in the OS will be there and the underlying hardware will be there. On top of the underlying hardware, another virtual operating system will be there. That will be having the guest operating hardware actually. Okay. So, for example, if you have a traditional machine for in your system, you have the Windows OS and you have the underlying hardware. On top of the Windows, you can install a virtual machine which consists of an OS called Unix or Linux, and it has a guest OS actually. Okay. And hypervisor is also called a virtual machine monitor. It's a software program that runs on an actual host hardware platform and supervises the execution of the guest operating systems on the virtual machine. So hypervisor is used to monitor the execution of guest operating system on the virtual machine. In the next slide, you will come to know these things actually. Okay. So now we are seeing the traditional computer. Say traditional computer is, you can see underlying hardware is there. On top of it, you have the host operating system. On top of it, you have the application. Now, if you see after virtualization, what is happening? On top of hardware, you have the virtualization layer, that is VMM, which you use to monitor. On top of it, you have the guest hardware. Okay, on top of it, you have the guest OS. Guest OS might be the host OS might be in Windows. The guest OS may be of Linux or even Windows, might be anything. On top of it, you are running the application. This is the virtual machine actually. Okay. So now you have learned what is cloud computing, what are the advantages of cloud computing, what is a virtual machine, what is an hypervisor, how a traditional computer will look like, and after virtualization, how the computer will be looking like actually. Okay. So, guys, everybody understood it? Do you have any doubts? Any doubt? If any doubts, please unmute yourself and say me. Okay. So now you are moving on to cloud computing services actually. There are three basic cloud computing services. One is IaaS, infrastructure as a service, PaaS, platform as a service, SaaS, software as a service actually. Okay. So infrastructure as a service is nothing but we will come in the news. We will see these are the three services of cloud computing. In the coming slide, we are seeing infrastructure as a service is an on-demand provision and manage virtualized infrastructure resources such as server, storage, and network to the consumer through internet. For example, we are in a virtual meeting. Okay, what is the infrastructure needed for a virtual meeting? Everybody should be logged into your system. System is needed, and actually, the internet connection is needed, and everybody should sit in a chair and listen to the session. Chair is needed. Okay, and all the internet connection, chair, system, everything is needed. Am I right? And physically, you need to be available. All these things are called infrastructure for hosting a meeting, for a virtual meeting. Similarly, if you want to do a project, software project or something, we need infrastructure. Am I right? Like cloud service provider, server, storage, network. All these things will be provided by the cloud computing company. You don't have to worry at all actually. They will provide you the infrastructure. You come and execute your project, pay as you go model, pay for the subscription for the infrastructure which they are providing. So simply paying the rent for the time period of you are using the infrastructure, then do the project. Once your project is over, then come out. That's it. This is called infrastructure as a service actually, right? Then second model is called as PaaS actually. What is platform as a service? Platform as a service provides a platform allowing consumers to develop and deploy applications and services. In this, previously they provided only the infrastructure. In this, they will provide the platform. So, platform is like Linux, Apache, and PHP. These things and all will be there. Lampstock. They will provide you the platform. You can try to deploy your applications, develop your applications and services actually. You don't have to worry about the platform. Cloud computing company will be providing you the platform. You have to develop and deploy your applications and services actually. This is called PaaS, platform as a service. And third one is SaaS, software as a service. Software as a service is a software licensing and delivery model in which software is licensed on a subscription basis and is centrally hosted on cloud. So software means like again subscription basis is paying on a rental basis per month or per year or per 6 months or whichever it might be. Okay, paying using the software licensing and delivery model in which software is licensed on a subscription basis, which is centrally hosted. They will give you the software on subscription basis actually, rentally. Okay, for on subscription basis. This is called software as a service. So we have seen IaaS, infrastructure as a service, PaaS, platform as a service, SaaS, software as a service. So typically in a cloud computing services, you can see the below picture in the slide, you can see the user managed one, servers, storage, networking, virtualization, operating system, middleware, runtime, data application. This is an on-prem. On-prem in the sense, physically, if you are working in IT company, you go to an IT company, servers will be there in the on-prem, storage, everything will be there in the place where you are sitting and working. This is called on-prem. But similarly, if you go for IaaS, until virtualization, it will be there. But operating system, they will provide IaaS service providers will provide you the servers, storage, networking, and virtualization. So they will provide you until this thing. Still virtualization, they will provide IaaS companies. You have to worry about the operating system, middleware, runtime data and application, and you have to do your project. This is an IaaS. They will provide you server, storage, networking, and virtualization. And what is a PaaS? PaaS in the sense they will provide you the operating system also. They will provide you the middleware also. They will provide you the data runtime also. This is called as a PaaS, platform as a service. And finally, we are seeing about the SaaS, software as a service. They will provide the data and application. They will provide the software license basis actually. So typically, these are the pictorial representation of the differences between, means like how it looks like, how an on-prem project will look like, how a IaaS project will look like, what a PaaS will be looking like, what a SaaS will be looking like, right? So till now we have seen all these things actually. Next we are moving on to deployment models actually. What are the deployment models in cloud? So there are three deployment models in cloud. One is public cloud, second is private cloud, third is hybrid cloud. So these are the three deployment models in cloud actually, cloud computing. Three cloud deployment models are, you've seen public, private and hybrid. So this below you can see the picture of a cloud deployment model. First we are going to see about the public cloud. Public cloud is a cloud infrastructure provisioned for use by the general public, individuals or businesses. Okay. Public cloud is anybody can use it. It is provisioned for the general public. Any individual or any business can use the cloud if they have the subscription. Public clouds are used by service providers and are accessible through a subscription. I told you, am I right? Through subscription, they are available. Many public clouds are available, including Google App Engine, Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, IBM Blue Cloud, and Salesforce. Okay, these are the public clouds. So, what is a private cloud? Private cloud is a model of cloud computing that provides a dedicated cloud environment to a single organization. Suppose if I am working in a particular IT company, only my IT team can able to access the cloud. No public, no private business can able to access that cloud actually. Only my organization's IT team can internally operate on that cloud actually. Behind that organization. So an organization has more control of its compute resources. So which is a private cloud actually. And a hybrid cloud. What is a hybrid cloud? Hybrid cloud is a cloud computing model that combines one or more public cloud and private cloud environments. So hybrid cloud is a combination of both public and private cloud will be there. I will give you a typical scenario, an example for public and private cloud actually. Okay, hybrid cloud. For example, if you want to move your data from on-prem to cloud, it is a combination of hybrid because on-prem is a private, which is only purely related to a particular organization actually. Okay, and you are moving it to the cloud. Okay, that means you are moving the data from on-prem to my cloud, to any one of the cloud providers actually. So in that case, you need a VPN connection or lease line, which allows sharing of data and application between the cloud environments. Actually. This is called cloud, hybrid cloud actually. Guys, did you till now understood what is cloud computing? What are the advantages? What is virtualization? What is the different types of services? And what are all the cloud computing deployment models? Everybody has understood? So these are all the very basic concepts actually. You have to be very fundamentally, you have to understand these fundamental concepts of cloud. Then only you can able to understand the advanced topics actually, right? So with this basic information at cloud, let us move on to our cloud provider topic of today actually. So I want to give the overall understanding of the cloud computing, how a cloud computing would look like, what are the basic services and deployment models, and what are the advantages actually. So with this introduction to cloud computing, let us move on to the topic of the today's topic. Before that, we are going to see what are the various cloud service providers actually, okay, which are available in the market. So we have Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud Platform, and Alibaba Cloud actually. So these are the different cloud providers which are available in the market. So today what we are going to see, we are going to see about Alibaba Cloud. Okay. So What is Alibaba Cloud? How many people have heard about Alibaba Cloud? Hello? Anybody heard it properly beforehand? If you have not heard, Alibaba Cloud is a cloud which is also known as Alioun, Aliyoun. It's a cloud computing company, a subsidiary of Alibaba Group. Alibaba Cloud, which is also known as Alioun, it is a cloud computing company. It is a subsidiary of Alibaba Group is having a lot of business. It is one of the subsidiary. Okay. Alibaba Cloud provides cloud computing services to online business and Alibaba's own e-commerce ecosystem. So Alibaba Cloud, what it provides actually, similarly like any other cloud computing provider, it is providing cloud computing services to online businesses. I told you, am I right? If you want to host your website, you can use cloud computing. Similarly, if you want to do online business, you need to have a website, am I right? The website can be hosted by Alibaba Cloud. Actually, using Alibaba Cloud, you can host your own business on the website. Actually, you can do online business, and it is used for Alibaba's own e-commerce ecosystem also. Okay, and Alibaba Cloud international operations are registered and headquartered in. Actually, international headquarters are there in Singapore, but they have their headquarters in Hangzhou, Zhejiang in China. Actually, it is a Chinese product which is headquartered in Singapore, but they have their office in China. Actually, it is originally founded by a person called Jack Ma. Jack Ma is the founder of Alibaba Cloud. Please note it down. If you don't know about Jack Ma is the founder of Alibaba Cloud. He is from China. Okay, Alibaba Cloud has headquartered in Hangzhou in Zhejiang in China, and headquartered in Singapore. Right? They have their branch started in China, but their international headquarters in Singapore. Alibaba Cloud ranked #1 by Gartner in Asia Pacific region and 5th in the world actually. In Asia Pacific region, Alibaba Cloud is #1 actually. Okay, you got plenty of opportunities in Asia Pacific region for Alibaba Cloud, and it is ranked #1 in the Asia Pacific region and 5th in the world actually. It is ranked among 5th after AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. Then it is rated 5th in the world actually, right? Then we move on to the Alibaba Cloud global infrastructure. Alibaba Cloud infrastructure is built around regions and zones, right? So region is nothing but, for example, right now Alibaba is not having a branch in India. They moved it out. Previously they had, but previously I think they had a branch in Mumbai or Bangalore region, I think actually, and availability zones. Region in the sense where in that particular region there will be different, there will be availability zones and different data center will be there actually, okay? So these are all called regions actually. In particular region, Mumbai region, Chennai region, Hyderabad region, so particular region, there will be data centers actually. Cloud regions are physical locations that spread all over the world to reduce the network latency. So why are physical locations? Cloud regions are nothing but physical locations. Physical locations in the sense, if you are from a particular city, like for example, in Sri Lanka, in Colombo, that is a particular location. For Bangladesh, Dhaka is a particular location. Okay. And similarly, for China, Beijing is a particular location. And Asia Pacific is Singapore is a particular location actually. So all these are physical locations that are spread all over the world to reduce the network latency. Network latency is, suppose if you are doing a project in India or Sri Lanka, if you are creating, the cloud region will be located at that particular region, and you can able to spin up in that region itself, so that network latency will not be there actually. Instead of connecting to some other region, you can connect to your own region itself, so that you can able to network latency will be reduced actually. Okay, region refers to a physical node on a global scale. So region is nothing but it is referring to a physical node. Suppose in Mumbai region or Colombo region or in a Dhaka region or whichever region is like or Singapore region, there will be a node, physical one, there will be a physical data center will be there actually. Each region is composed of multiple zones actually. Multiple zones, since in one region there will be multiple zones will be there actually. A zone is composed of one or more multiple scattered data centers. So a zone is in one region, there may be multiple zones. In a zone, there will be multiple scattered data centers. Different data centers will be available in that zone actually. Why? Suppose if one data center goes down due to natural calamity, the another data center can operate actually. Okay. So within your Dhaka or within your Colombo or within your Mumbai regions, there are multiple data centers in one physical location. If it goes down due to some natural calamity, they will be situated in another location actually. Okay, another data center will be there so that your operations will not be affected. So business continuity will be there actually. Each of which has independent supporting facilities, including redundant power supplies, network and connections actually. So you don't have to worry about the network power supplies. It is based on different data centers, the power supply, everything will be different actually. Okay, if something goes down in one region, another region will be operational actually. So your service will not go down. This is the best advantage, these things actually. Okay. Similarly, coming to Alibaba Cloud, they have different regions actually where they can able to do their businesses and provide services to the customers actually. So Alibaba Cloud Global Infrastructure. This is Alibaba Cloud. You can see one region. So one region might be one physical location. I told you like Mumbai or Dhaka or Colombo or Singapore. In that multiple zones will be there. In one zone, there will be multiple data centers will be there actually. Okay. There are different data centers available in different zones actually. So this is how Alibaba Global Infrastructure, Cloud Global Infrastructure will look like. Okay. Understood? So Alibaba Cloud Global Infrastructure is, you know that region, within a region you have multiple availability zones, and with multiple availability zones, you have the multiple data centers. Multiple data centers are there actually, right? So Alibaba Cloud Global Infrastructure, it is number one in Asia Pacific. How many regions are there? This is the world's, right? But I am just saying 21 global regions are there. So Alibaba Cloud is having 21 globally. They have 21 global regions, 63 availability zones actually. Okay, I told you availability zones, 21 locations throughout the world, in different parts of the world actually, and 63 availability zones are there totally, and 2,800 CDV is there actually. Okay, so this is the physical infrastructure, global infrastructure of Alibaba Cloud. Alibaba Cloud global infrastructure will look like this actually. What is the power of Alibaba Cloud actually? Okay, Double 11 Festival. Double 11 Festival is the online shopping festival in China actually. Okay, so it is the biggest online festival. We have in different countries there are different festivals, am I right? So in US we have the long weekend, and we have throughout in Middle East we have the Eid, and here in India we have Diwali and other festivals actually. Okay, so during those festivals we will go and shop in the online shop. Similarly, China is having the online festival. It is called Double 11 Online Shopping Festival. So during this festival, the entire online shopping will be, the infrastructure for the entire shopping site will be provided by, it is provided by Alibaba Cloud actually. Okay. So that is the power of Alibaba Cloud. They are trying to describe us, they are trying to inform us actually. They are providing the infrastructure for the double level online festival of, I told you, am I right? Well, starting what is the advantages of cloud on that time itself. If you go, if during peak sales, n number of machines will be configured actually. Okay. That's why you can able to handle the requests, millions of requests, scale in and scale out. I told you number of machines will be there depending upon the need. Okay. for Double 11 online festival, shopping festival, whole infrastructure for the festival is infrastructure in the sense, for example, if you are making a shopping and the shopping cart, actually everything will go to the cloud computing site, am I right? So a lot of machines will be spinned up actually. The whole infrastructure is handled by Alibaba Cloud itself actually. Various scenarios achieved are processing of what are the various scenarios achieved here actually. Processing of $1 billion in gross merchandise volume in the first 68 seconds of the shopping event. In the first 68 seconds of the shopping event, what is happening? 1 billion in gross. Okay, merchandise volume is there actually. So that much request they are handling. In 68 seconds, they are able to handle 1 billion in gross merchandise volume. Totally $38.4 billion of GMV in 24 hours with zero downtime. I told you, am I right? Multiple availability zones are there, multiple data centers are there. So there won't be any downtime at all. If one data center goes down, another data center will be operational. So there won't be any downtime. So totally, what is the revenue? $38.4 billion of GMV in 24 hours with zero downtime for the online shopping, Double 11's online shopping festival. Okay. And what is another advantage is 970 petabytes of data to support the peak performance of 5,44,000 orders per second. So 977 terabytes of data to support peak performance. How many orders are coming? 5,44,000 orders per second is coming actually. Per second, 5,44,000 orders are second per second. So 87 million requests per second actually. Million requests, 87 per second. How many million requests are coming? The machine translation was used 1.66 billion times with over 200 billion words translated in different languages, in 21 languages. This is the power of Alibaba Cloud. So they will provide this much compute capacity, this much, these things, they will provide zero downtime. You can achieve peak sales, peak performance. These are the best advantage of Alibaba Cloud actually. Okay. So generally, wherever it is, like you have the peak power of Alibaba Cloud here, like this. So what is the pricing model for Alibaba Cloud? Pay as you go model. I told you, am I right? Pay as in the sense how much ever you are paying, using, you are paying. But subscription is standard basis. Per month, this is the standard amount. Per month, you have to pay $100, you have to pay $100. But pay as you go model is how much ever you are using, pay only for that. You are using for $50, pay only for $50. And also preemptible instance actually. Right? And Alibaba Cloud pricing model is, these are the three pricing models for Alibaba Cloud. Okay, pay as you go model, subscription and preemptible instance. So these are the Alibaba Cloud products, pictorial representation of Alibaba Cloud, media, middleware, management, communication, enterprise tools, security. So like any other cloud products, you have these things. So we are going to see the very, very basic service about Alibaba Cloud. Everybody will be working in a computer, am I right? So computer will be having a server, right? That is a physical server, CPU, central processing unit, right? You have the RAM, random read access memory, read only memory, everything will be there. And CPU, memory, RAM, everything will be there actually, right? So that is called a physical server. But if you want to use a virtual server somewhere which we cannot be able to see, that server is hosted on a cloud region, cloud data center. So you can work remotely in that cloud, in that server actually. That is called as elastic compute service. Here they will call it as elastic compute service. So an ECS instance is a virtual computing environment including CPU, memory and other fundamental computing components. So every computer, if you are working in front of a computer, you will be having a CPU. You can see the CPU because you are sitting in front of the system, you can see the CPU. But for a virtual server, you cannot see the things. All the CPU, RAM, memory, everything will be remotely hosted actually. They will give you username, password. You can spin up a ECS machine, ECS Elastic Compute Service. Okay. If you want to have the CPU for more 64 or 128, you can configure it. If you want to have a memory for 100 GB, 200 GB, you can configure it. Okay. But if you're buying a system, you can buy only for 50. 100 GB or 200 GB only thing. You cannot increase it. If you want to increase it, you have to pay a lot of money. You have to buy the computer. Similarly, if you go for cloud, you can rent it. You can rent the ECS instance with limited memory for a particular period of time, actually. Okay, this is the best advantage. That is what they are saying. ECS is nothing but elastic compute service. It's a virtual computing environment including CPU, memory, and other fundamental computing components. It is essentially a virtual machine created in any region present worldwide. I told you, am I right? It is a virtual machine. It can be created in any region, actually, in the world. It supports all flavors of Linux and Windows. So I told you, we cannot see that. It is hosted remotely somewhere in the region, any region inside the data center in an availability zone. It is present in the worldwide. What does it support? The ECS Elastic Compute Service, it supports Linux also, it will support Windows also, it will support actually. And different types of instances can be created on the use case. Depending upon your need, you can create different types of instances on your need. After creating the configuration, I told you, am I right? After creating the Elastic Compute Service, if you want to increase the RAM capacity, you can increase it. If you want to increase the storage, you can increase the storage actually. Okay. Simply, the basic service in Alibaba Cloud is called as ECS, Elastic Compute Service, right? It is called as similarly and virtual. It's a virtual computing machine environment machine. So you can have different flavors of Linux and Windows. Anything. If you want to have Linux, you can have Linux. If you want to have Windows, you can have Windows actually. And after creating the configuration, you can increase the RAM and you can increase the storage actually. So in Elastic Computer Service itself, it has a network interface and IP address actually. Okay, the Elastic Computer Service will be having an IP, right? After you spin up an Elastic Compute virtual machine, you will be having a network interface, you will be having the IP address also. It has one public IP and one private address actually. After creating the Elastic Computer sites, you will be assigned with one public IP and one private IP. Security control. The security control can be done on the Elastic Computer Service by the security group. Payment supported on the Elastic Computer Services, pay as you go and subscription. These are the two payments supported by Elastic Computer Service actually. It lowers operation and maintenance cost actually. Operation and maintenance cost is lowered actually. It provides automated backup. Automated backup will be provided in an Elastic Computer Service. It is faster than the physical system. Elastic Computer Service is very fast compared to the physical computer actually, right? We can take the backup of ECS instance itself. You can take the backup of ECS itself actually. Whenever you need, you can take the backup. Okay, these are the advantages of Elastic Compute Service. Marketplace. So we are going to see what is a marketplace actually. Marketplace is used to set up software from a third-party vendor. So it is installed in all the regions of Alibaba Cloud. So it is in the marketplace, you can have software from third-party vendor. From third-party vendor, Alibaba Cloud, it is like it is having the marketplace. It is having the software from third-party vendor. It is installed in all the regions of Alibaba Cloud. So in all the regions of Alibaba Cloud, it is installed actually. Few images are free and some other we have to pay. So the third party when the software will be few software images are free and some other if you want to use you have to pay for it actually. Okay. We can install pre-built disk image from Alibaba Cloud Marketplace. So we can install the image from the Alibaba Cloud Marketplace, right? These are the advantages. Alibaba Cloud Academy. Now we have now we have seen the marketplace. We have seen the one basic service, Elastic Compute Cloud, Elastic Compute Service. Now you are showing the academy where you can be able to self-learn yourself actually. Self-learn in the sense where you can go and learn Alibaba Cloud. So Alibaba Cloud Academy will teach you, Alibaba Cloud Academy will teach you how to develop the Alibaba Cloud skills actually. It's the training and certification. It is the training and certification part of the Alibaba Cloud. Alibaba Cloud Academy support the cloud professionals to have a career path and certify in different areas of cloud computing. So they will help you to have a career path in Alibaba Cloud and certify in different areas. So if you study Alibaba Cloud and you specialize in different areas like security, big data analytics, DevOps, machine learning. So the certification details can be referred in the website. Note on the website, it is https://edu.alibabacloud.com, edu.alibabacloud.com. Okay, in this. Next, Alibaba Cloud certifications actually. So, what are the certifications provided by Alibaba Cloud? Alibaba Cloud certification. Alibaba Cloud Academy provides two forms of certification. One is Alibaba Cloud professional certifications. It is provided in the area of cloud computing, big data, and cloud security. Okay, it is provided in the area of what? Cloud computing, big data, and cloud security. It is called as Alibaba Cloud Professional Certification. Apsara Clouder Technical Certification. It provides certifications in single service or product provided by Alibaba Cloud. If you are interested in DevOps and you want to get certification and introduction to Docker container alone, you can get Clouder certification from Alibaba Cloud actually. Okay. So if you are interested in Alibaba Cloud certification, go to the Alibaba Cloud Academy, neju.alibabacloud.com. If you want to become the Alibaba Cloud professional certification, you can do it. If you want to do Apsara Cloud certification, you can do it. Or if you want to go for Docker container, you can do it actually. So how would Alibaba Cloud certification will look like? See here, first basic certification is Alibaba Cloud Associate actually. This is how the Alibaba Cloud Associate will look like. And Alibaba Cloud Computing Specialist Introduction to Docker Container. So I am an Alibaba Cloud Associate actually, right? Learning path, Alibaba Cloud learning path. The learning path is the list of course to get on track to enhance or start a new career in the cloud computing industry. Provided by Alibaba Cloud. Learning path is first you have to learn DevOps, big data analysis, networking, machine learning. Finally, completing the learning path in a specialized area, you get engineer certification. If you complete all this DevOps, big data analysis, networking, and machine learning, you will get the engineer certification. So this is the Alibaba Cloud learning path. This is the Alibaba Cloud DevOps engineer certification. Okay. You can see this Alibaba DevOps Cloud engineer certification. Now we can see now we can go to the demo part actually. Okay. Now we are going and see how to create. My screen is visible, right? So first what you have to do is you have to go here. You have to put in Google Alibaba Cloud. So I think free console will be there here. Free trial. For individual, for example, if you want to create, see, first you have to go to alibabacloud.com. Okay. Then click free trial. Then if you want to go individual, next, put your email address, password, and sign up. These are simple process actually. Okay. So I already have an account. I'm going to log in and see you, show you. Now you are logged in. Okay, Alibaba Cloud. Now you are going to the cloud console. This is account settings page. This is like, suppose if you want to go and do student certifications will be there here actually. Okay. See, first you have to create an account, then verify you are a student, then you can enjoy these things actually. Okay. Free database services. What are all the databases available in cloud, in Alibaba Cloud? Prola DB, Apsara DB for MongoDB, these things. It's all free. Okay. And what are the free training and certification? You can see Alibaba, I told you Alibaba Cloud Academy, Cloud Computing Certification, Big Data Certification, Cloud Security Certification. I told you, am I right? You have to go. This is the Elastic Compute Service, which I was explaining you. So you have to go where you have to go? Alibaba Cloud Services. Then click Elastic Compute Cloud. You can create an instance actually. Okay. I told you it is a virtual computing machine, am I right? Similarly, create an EC2 instance. You have to click it. So you have to describe actually what is the billing subscription, pay as you are preemptible. What is the region? See, I told you default it will go to China region itself. Actually. We can see what are the available regions are there. This many regions are there. See, Singapore is there, South Korea, Japan, Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia. Now they don't have centers in India actually. So in China, they have a lot of Asia Pacific region. What is there? Okay. So this is what how this is you should this is what how you should create an instance here as Elastic Compute Service, instance price, what is the pricing model and everything. See here after selecting everything, create order means it will create. So after selecting everything, you press create order, it will create. Instance prices, now the price is no price for this actually. This is how you will create this is called Elastic Compute Service. Where I came here, for example, I went to where you have to go. Where I went, console. Go to Alibaba Cloud Console means it will go directly here. Okay, this is how you should go. See, since I have selected recently used product, it is giving the recently used product actually. Elastic Compute. So these are all the different types. Cloud Monitor. I told you marketplace is there. Virtual Private Cloud, Alibaba Cloud, this Apsara Cloud for MongoDB, and everything is there actually. Okay. And similarly, edu.alibabacloud.com. This is where it takes you to the educational part actually. Alibaba Cloud Academy. It is called edu.alibabacloud.com. So you must have Cloud Edge and Video Cloud webinar. So it will come here. My learning, my learning. Go to my certification here. If you done any certification, it will show you here. What are the certification you did? ACA, ACP, these things actually. Okay. I did cloud computing, but it got expired, I think, actually. Yeah, I can view the certificate. Since I did the certification, it is showing the certification on my name. Alibaba Cloud Associate, actually. My name, actually. Okay. Similarly, if you want to see the courses, you can see here, my courses. Here you can go and try to learn on your own, actually. All these are courses. For going this, where you have to go? edu.alibabacloud.com. edu.alibabacloud.com. Okay, this is what you go here and you can e-learning courses, certification, membership, ACA cloud computing, ACA learn for free. So this is there actually. Okay, you can go and learn it actually. Okay, my courses will be there. See what are my courses item, my membership. First part, you have to go and create a account on your name actually. Okay, then only it will be there. Okay. First, you have to sign up to Alibaba Cloud.com. Sign up here, use your username, password, and everything. Confirm your password. You will get it. You will get these things actually. Okay. This is how you will create an Alibaba Cloud site, edu.alibabacloud.com. And I have shown you the different what are the certification path and what educations. Education is what are the online classes. What is if you are registered for an exam, free student benefits and start your cloud journey today. Online classes. See here. Lot of things, training schedule. Register now. You can go and register. After creating, see, getting started with Alibaba Cloud. It is an online course is there actually. You go here and beginner's guide to SQL, Alibaba Cloud, big data analysis. After creating monthly, they will be having a training schedule. You can go and do this trainings actually. Okay. So by this doing all these trainings actually, you will get to know about the Alibaba Cloud more effectively. So this is what, and my WhatsApp number is this one, and my LinkedIn is this. So people who are interested, not able to see it on it. Okay. So in the chat window, I am providing my details. And also the please follow me if you have any doubts. I have given you the link for account.alibaba. Register watching this training session to prepare for the edu.alibabacloud.com course 34. So I pinged you all the links actually. So this is what I want to provide information to you on for Alibaba Cloud seminar. Thanks every one of you who has joined here, and hope it will be an very knowledgeable session for you all people. I think make use of this session and try to enroll for Alibaba Cloud Academy. Try to learn Alibaba Cloud and get certifications. Actually. Thank you, Suraj, and thanks all. Now we can open it for the Q&A session. If you have any questions, actually you can ask me.
Thank you, Sami, for the session. Let's give them a 2 minutes if they have any questions or queries that you can answer. But overall, it was a well structured session, and I hope everybody here was able to understand. And please do try out the training so that they can learn more on the cloud. So yeah, let's give them a minute or two if they have any questions.
See, this Alibaba cloud, if you learn, it will be having a plenty of opportunity, job opportunities in Asia Pacific region. Okay. Somebody has pinged actually. What is that? Okay. What is DevOps in cloud actually, right? So DevOps is they combined both development and operations in the cloud actually. So cloud is, I told you, am I right? It is remotely hosted. So they are providing the DevOps services in cloud actually. Using cloud, you can able to make use of that DevOps part actually. Development and operations. You can make use of the CI/CD, continuous integration and continuous deployment. Like you can create a job, you can create a code and deploy it on the server. Everything will be automated. So this process will be done using the cloud actually. In the cloud itself, you can create different environments for DevOps and you can make use of it actually. Is there any resources in Bangladesh? I think resources in the sense like resources are available online actually. I'm not sure whether I think Alibaba Cloud is having any region in Bangladesh, but if you go to alibabacloud.com, you can lot of online resources are available actually. From there you can able to, it is available to everybody in the world, not only for Bangladesh, but you can make use of this Alibaba Cloud and try to learn. What is the difference between Alibaba Cloud and Azure Cloud? So Alibaba Cloud is a different service provider. Azure Cloud is a different service provider. Azure is from Microsoft. Alibaba Cloud is from Alibaba Cloud actually. Okay. So these are all two different cloud providers actually. One is from Microsoft and the another one is from Alibaba. So if you are choosing a provider, you have to choose one provider and try to learn it. For all cloud computing, the concepts will be same, but the providers will be different. AWS, Azure, Google, and Alibaba are different providers, different platforms, different providers actually. For example, in your mobile, you have different vendors, am I right? Providers, internet service providers like, okay, similarly, you have for Google Cloud Computing also, we got different providers actually, right? Hope you do understood. Any other doubts, guys? Any doubts? Please ask your doubts if you have. My sincere advice. Yeah. In Malaysia, yes. In Malaysia, they have a region actually. Yes, correct. Alibaba region is Malaysia and Singapore. I told you in Asia Pacific, there are a lot of things actually. Okay. Your doubt, Ruiz, Ramsey, your doubt is like, what is the difference between Alibaba Cloud and Azure Cloud? Azure Cloud is from Microsoft. There's a different provider. Alibaba Cloud is from Alibaba Cloud region. They are headquartered in China and they have headquartered in Singapore actually. They have the region. They are number one in Asia Pacific region. That's why they have the region in Malaysia. So if you want to get a cloud job in Malaysia and in Singapore, start learning Alibaba Cloud. They have a lot of data centers are there. There are a lot of things. In Singapore, it is headquarters. South Africa, I'm not sure actually. We have to see in Google whether it is globally. They have around 21 things are there, but I'm not sure actually. It's like in South Africa, it is there or not. Yeah, I think you are learning Azure Cloud, yes. But if you learn Alibaba Cloud, Azure is good. And also similarly, you can learn Alibaba Cloud. You can get which is good in the Asia Pacific region. Aman, for your doubt, any region in South Africa, I'm not sure actually. You have to check. I have to check that actually. But for you, you can learn Alibaba Cloud actually, and you can work from any part of the world. Any doubts, guys? If you have application and want to host in Azure Cloud, it needs Oracle service. If I purchase, who will configure Oracle for my apps? No, I think this question is related to Azure apps. Actually, we are discussing only about Alibaba Cloud here. So it's need they will provide the Oracle service actually. You have to configure the Oracle service for your apps. Please ask doubts in Alibaba Cloud because the session is for Alibaba Cloud, guys. Actually. Any doubts,
I
guys?
think we are done.
Yeah.
Can
Yes.
can wind up for today's session. Thank you again, Sammi, for joining session and sharing the knowledge here. And thank you everybody to be taking the time to join the session as well. Have a great rest of the day.
Thank you all. You are the very good participants actually. Patiently listening my webinar. Hope it would be a good knowledge session for you guys. Wish you good luck. Get certified in Alibaba Cloud. Thank you.
Thank you.